So I got a question about a horse that turns in every time you try to lunge the horse. Now, what a lot of people call lunging, I actually call sending, and it's a little bit different. It's not about just running your horses in circles. It's very methodical, very intentional, and we're teaching a lot to our horse in the process. So when I send a horse, or some might call it lunging, I have a 3-step process with which I teach people how to send their horses. So step number 1, you're going to back your horse up away from you. This is a big step that I see people with lunging just automatically skip and not even do. Because the idea is if my horse is in front of me, I want to back them up and get them to drive their hind end to the circle that I'm going to send them in. So I'm just going to back them up until they're about at the circle where I want them, okay? Then I'm going to move their front end over. And this is stuff that we've taught beforehand, right? So they've already known how to back up and how to move that front end over. I teach that in my courses and in some of the clinics and workshops that I do, but I'm going to have them back up, step 1. I'm going to have them move their front end over, that's step 2. And then lastly, I'm going to add pressure behind my horse. So if I move my front end over that way, my horse is facing that direction, I'm going to now add pressure behind so that with lots of clarity, I'm scooting them forward and around me on the circle. Now, here's where we go to the horse that turns in. When people are sending their horses, and I like to walk in a little circle, but when I'm walking in that circle, and it's a small circle, my horse is going to be walking in a bigger circle around me, okay? The key here is I like to be lined up with my horse's tail, right? So as he's walking in a circle, my horse's nose is out in front of me and moving around. And if I'm lined up with their butt or their tail, I can easily add pressure and keep them going forward. But if I end up way in front of my horse and I'm in front of their nose, well then my horse's nose is naturally going to turn into me. So a lot of people think that their horse is just turning in to be ornery or obnoxious or whatever, but most people, without realizing it, because of their footfall, they're actually drawing that horse into them and they're turning it. But if you just get some clarity, get behind them, hold your feet, let them get in front of you on that circle, then you'll be able to let them know that they have all this room to go forward and they don't have to turn into you.